All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. This is our beginner marketing series, so these are videos that are meant for new digital marketers. Today, we're going to be answering the question, what is pay-per-click advertising? So, pretty self-explanatory when you just look at the word, but pay-per-click advertising is any form of online advertising where the advertiser pays for each individual click on their ad. So, you put an ad out to Google AdWords. You set a specific bid for how much you're willing to pay for a click. So maybe let's just say to make it even, it's $1 bid. Um, Someone searches, they click on your ad, you pay $1. That's pay-per-click advertising. So for that individual click, you're paying $1. You might have 10,000 impressions before you get a click. You pay for none of those impressions. You pay for zero of them. So only when they click on your ad do you actually pay something. So your ad can have a billion impressions and you pay $0. Once you get a click, that's when you start paying something. So some popular PPC advertising channels. The biggest one is Google AdWords. So they're Google AdWords Search, Google AdWords Display, huge PPC advertising channel. Bing Ads, very similar to Google AdWords except without the display side, but same thing with search PPC ads. Facebook ads and Pinterest ads, also forms of pay-per-click advertising. So just to show some example ads. So PPC Advertising Agency, the way this works is these two companies here, Hawk SEM, Logical Position, along with probably over 10 other marketing companies are bidding on this keyword, PPC Advertising Agency. So they set a specific bid for this keyword. Let's just say it's $20. So when I type in PPC Advertising Agency and click on one of these ads, any of these clicks, any of the clicks down here, check out our reviews, the services we offer, they're paying for that individual click. So if you're bidding $20, they might pay something like $19 for that individual click. Of course, this is a pretty expensive industry with marketing. You obviously have a lot of marketers who know how to do this. So if you go in other industries, like if I'm searching for football cleats or baseball cleats, it's going to be a lot cheaper for that click. Maybe the advertiser only spends $1 for that click because baseball cleats cost about $50 to $100. So they're not going to spend $20 for each individual click because you're not going to have the conversion rate to make it worthwhile. So Google AdWords display. So up here is a Microsoft ad. Create your next great app with Azure. So it's a Microsoft app here, and down here is a State Farm app or State Farm ad. So if I click on either one of these ads, these advertisers, State Farm and Microsoft, would pay for that individual click. So they could have, again, 1,000 impressions here and it wouldn't cost anything. These impressions cost them nothing. But once I click on this ad for State Farm or Microsoft, that's when they're actually paying for traffic. Here's another example. So mobile search. So let's just say this is a storage example. So maybe I Google on my mobile phone, I need storage space. There's going to be an ad that comes up and they have a button here to call the company directly. If I click on that button, that also counts as a pay-per-click ad because I'm clicking on this button. It's one click. They pay, maybe $3 for that individual click. I'm calling them. I rent a storage space. It's worthwhile. So that's why you do pay-per-click advertising because you can reach people in real time when they're searching for things. Another example here, so Bing ads, so very similar to Google AdWords, but if I type in Roth IRA, what I'm going to get is a bunch of companies that are allow me to open a Roth IRA through them. Edward Jones, Merrill Edge, E-Trade. And then over here you can see government searches. These are just IRA tax rules. So again, these are companies bidding for this traffic. If I click on Merrill Edge and open an account, it's worth whatever they were bidding for that. Facebook ads. So this is a little bit different. Facebook actually charges on a CPM basis, which means you're paying for impressions. But at the end of the day, with Facebook, you have a specific goal, whether it's clicks or conversions, and you essentially get yourself down to a cost per click, depending on how good your ad is. So with Facebook ads, it's technically not a PPC advertising channel exactly. It's sort of a CPM advertising channel because you pay for impressions. You can set bids for your clicks, but same thing. We'll consider it a PPC advertising channel because we always back into our own cost per click, how much it costs. So for Jasper's Market, let's say they put this out to their local market and they're trying to get people to buy figs. It's fig season. They might pay for $1, $2 for each click on this ad, but they can target a really targeted audience for it. Pinterest ads, another example here. So if I type in pendant lights, these are three different examples of pay-per-click ads on Pinterest. So these advertisers, Birch Lane, Bellacore, and Joss and Main, they're paying no dollars for any of these impressions. They're only paying if I click on the ad. So that's exactly what pay-per-click advertising is. Any form of paid online advertising where the advertiser pays for each individual click. To compare it, the Super Bowl just passed. So to compare it to that, an advertiser might have to pay $3.5 million for a 30-second spot. That guarantees zero clicks. That guarantees, zero anything. You're paying $3.5 million for the impressions at the Super Bowl, and then obviously there's additional things that come with a Super Bowl commercial, especially if you have a good one. But you're paying 3.5 million up front. Doesn't guarantee any clicks. It doesn't guarantee anything like that. If I were to put that 3.5 million into PPC advertising, and let's just say I'm in Google AdWords and I can drive traffic at $1 per click, I could drive 3.5 million clicks to my website. So just a way to look at how to spend your marketing dollars. Usually PPC advertising is very relevant, very targeted, and you should be able to drive results with PPC advertising. It's much better for driving conversions, driving sales, whereas you know, other channels and other forms of advertising like a Super Bowl commercial might be better in terms of branding and creating impressions and building up your overall company, but they're also going to be large companies doing that. So PPC advertising, any form of paid advertising where the advertiser pays for each click on their ad. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you for joining us today. This is our beginner marketing series on Surfside PPC, and make sure you subscribe to our channel.